Good evening. Please remain standing as South Mountain Community College voice student Jonathan Ireland sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the 38th commencement ceremony of South Mountain Community College. My name is Matilda Chavez, and I am the South Mountain Community College Interim Vice President of Learning. Can we give all the graduates a round of applause? I'm getting them ready for you. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the President of South Mountain Community College, Dr. Sherry Olson.
Thank you, Tilly. I'd like to first introduce the individuals who are joining me on the stage this evening. First, our keynote speaker, Dr. Oswaldo Moreno. Please stand. Our two of our board members, Mr. Augustine Bartning and Mr. Dana Saar. Provost of the Maricopa Community Colleges, Dr. Carla Fisher. Interim Vice President of Learning, Matilda Chavez. Vice President of Student Development, Dr. Osaro Igodaro. Vice President of Organizational Effectiveness and Technology, Dr. Janet Ortega. Our valedictorian, Rodrigo Lopez Rodriguez. And our Student Governance Chair, Fabiola Villegas. Good evening, everyone. It is a tremendous honor for me to be here tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2018, back in my day, surrounded by family, friends, honored guests, and the faculty and employees from South Mountain Community College. Getting your award tonight is a special milestone, and you should be very proud of your accomplishments. All of us at South Mountain Community College share in your proud moment tonight. In making this decision to go to college, you have opened up the door to a whole new world of opportunity. The knowledge and experiences you have acquired in your time at South Mountain Community College are gifts you have given yourself. These gifts will keep giving for the rest of your lives. Barbara Mikulski, the longest-serving woman in the history of the United States Congress, who served from 1977 to 2017, stated, "Community colleges are one of America's greatest social inventions, a gateway to the future for first-time students looking for an affordable college education and for mid-career students looking to get ahead in the workplace. As a college, we at South Mountain have experienced some amazing events and learning opportunities over this past year. Our honors and Phi Theta Kappa students have secured full-ride scholarships at universities across the United States, and our athletic teams have competed and won at national and regional events. Our Phi Theta Kappa students achieved a 5-star status this spring. This is the highest achievement from the National Community College Honor Society. Phi Theta Kappa student Isabel Alzakar was named an All-Arizona Academic Team Scholar, which gives her 4 semesters of free tuition at one of the 3 Arizona public universities. Isabel also was honored to become one of only 50 students in the United States to receive the Coca-Cola Gold Award. Todd Easton, our SMCC athletic director, recently received an Exemplary Leadership Award from the Chair Academy. Both of the South Mountain Community College's volleyball and men's basketball teams finished 3rd in the region championships. 2 athletes from the women's golf team will be competing at the NJCAA National Championship, May 14th through the 17th in Mesa, Arizona. Men's golf won the Arizona Community College Athletic Conference and Regional Championship and will be participating in the NJCAA National Championship, May 21st through the 24th in Foley, Alabama. Our baseball team, who won the Arizona Community College Athletic Championship, are currently playing in the regional championship at SMCC with the hopes of getting to the World Series. Congratulations, coaches and athletes. Some of our faculty have won national awards for their excellent teaching. Dr. Jerome Garrison received the 2018 Dale Parnell Distinguished Faculty Award from the American Association of Community Colleges. Dr. Cyan Proctor received from the League for Innovation the John and Suzanne Roche Excellence Award. And Nancy Deegan will be receiving the 2018 National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development Excellence Award in May of this year. Other faculty members have won state and local awards, such as Liz Warren, the founding faculty member of our Achieving a College Education program and our Storytelling Institute, won the 2018 Humanities Public Scholar Award, the Dan Schilling Award. She is the first community college professor to win this award in its 29 years of duration. Our DECA Club supports our students to earn national recognition as well. Most recently, Dennis Williams was named to the National DECA Collegiate Executive Team as the Vice President, so he'll be serving an international leadership role this coming year. So that's an honor to achieve that award as well. Dennis is the first community college student from Arizona to ever hold this position in the history of this organization. We have won tens of thousands of dollars in grants to further our educational programming. Specifically, this year we won $250,000 from Base 11, a nonprofit, to create our engineering lab on campus. Our fine arts performances have brought hundreds of community members to our college to experience the fabulous work of our students, and the Aspen Institute has recognized our college for the 3rd time as one of the top 150 community colleges in the nation, out of more than 1,200 community colleges. Give yourself a round of applause. I think a highlight for many of us was in January when I received an email and announced at convocation that we were on the College Choice's Best 50 Best Community College list, and we were number 11 in the nation. That was a big honor for us at South Mountain Community College. A few weeks ago, Dr. Janet Ortega, who's on the stage here, and her team that has worked on critical incident management and safety for our campus took home the 2018 American Association of Community Colleges Award of Excellence in the category of Community College Safety, Leadership, and Planning. Just think about all these things that you all have achieved doing all this together because we love our students at South Mountain Community College. Let's give everyone a round of applause. So now it's time to talk about tonight. Tonight is a celebration of accomplishments, but I hope you will also see this as a new beginning for all of you. For many of you, the path has not been an easy one. You may have been the first in your family to attend college, and applying to college in and of itself can be an overwhelming task. Others had to fit in school while taking care of family. Whether you are going on to complete your bachelor's degree, pursue a promotion, or start a business, what you are celebrating tonight is the next step towards realizing your dreams and achieving your goals. With each success, I encourage you to trust your preparation and plan your next challenge. Tonight, know that you are more prepared than ever to take those steps. Barack Obama, the 45th president of this great nation, once said, "It is you, the young and the fearless at heart, the most diverse and educated generation in our history of this country, who the nation is waiting to follow." Tonight, you realize an amazing accomplishment by graduating from South Mountain Community College. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing your journey with us. I am so very proud of each and every one of you. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Osara Igodaro. I'm the Vice President for Student Development at South Mountain Community College. Congratulations, prospective graduates. We are proud of you, and it's been a privilege and an honor to be part of your journey this last few years. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Augustine Batman, Maricopa County Community College's governing board member. Mr. Batney brings both business and nonprofit experience to the governing board. He is a real estate associate broker with Mojica and Associates Real Estate and serves on the board of directors of Quincia, a Phoenix-based social enterprise initiative. Mr. Batney previously served as director of institutional and international strategies at Killing and Associates, a comprehensive higher education consulting practice. In that capacity, he consulted with over 40 colleges, universities, and associations in 17 United States, Canada, and India. A native of Arizona, Mr. Batney comes from a long line of Arizona public servants. His grandfather was a pioneer cattleman in territory days, and his uncles have been mayor of Nogales. Mr. Batney has always found inspiration in his grandmother's stories, who immigrated from Mexico in early statehood days and contributed to the rich diversity of Arizona. As alumni, president of a global initiative for young people, Mr. Batney has gained a deeper appreciation for cultural competency and advocates for the principles that a diversity of thought and people strengthen our communities. Please join me in welcoming our governing board member, Mr. Augustine Batney.
Thank you, Dr. Igodaro, for that kind introduction. They only gave me 3 minutes, so I think we used up that time on my bio. So, hello, graduating class of 2018. It is an honor to be here with you tonight on behalf of the governing board of Maricopa Community Colleges. I am one of 7 governing board members across Maricopa County, a system that serves approximately 200,000 students every year. And I'm the newest governing board member, having been appointed only 3 months ago. 3 months has been enough time to learn about the uniqueness of this institution and the impressive stories that make up you, the graduates. As I reflect on your achievements, it reminds me of a proverb: Nos trataron de enterrar, pero no sabían que éramos semillas. They tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds. Now, this proverb has many layers. It probably felt like at times you were buried in school. You were buried in homework assignments, in projects, and in life. But like a seed that is buried, SMCC became a space for you to grow and to mature. In the face of adversity, you persevered, you grew. And today, we rejoice in the fruit of your labor and savor your value. This proverb also has a deeper meaning in South Phoenix, a unique place in Arizona history. You see, before desegregation, if you were Black, Latino, or any person of color, you couldn't live wherever you wanted. The government redlined a map of Phoenix and forced minorities to live in South Phoenix. They tried to bury our communities, but they didn't know we were seeds and that in the face of adversity, we would grow. I talk about this to remember where we come from and how far we've come. And I say we because as the grandson of Mexican immigrants, this is my history too. We remind ourselves that we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors, on their hardship and on their triumph. This reminder allows us to look into the horizon and see what is possible for ourselves, for our families, and for our community. Phoenix has come far, but you will make it go farther. Know your past and take your history with you as we become the future of our community, of Maricopa County, and the great state of Arizona. You all should be very proud of your accomplishments and grateful to your friends, family, mothers. Feliz Día de las Madres, hoy día. Tus amores, mine's right over there. Faculty behind you, and other people who have supported you on this journey, because we all know that without other support, this journey would have been nearly impossible. Whether you now plan on continuing your education to obtain a four-year degree or beyond, or you are changing or continuing your career path or still figuring out what you're going to do, cherish this moment, cherish this time, and cherish the fact that against the odds, you seized the opportunity. And know that it doesn't stop here. You have to continue seizing the opportunity every day, making the choice to flourish and pursue greatness. And so I say, on behalf of the governing board, muchísimas felicidades. You did it, you earned it. Warmest congratulations and continued success. We all have something valuable to offer. And as you set off from here, may you let your talents change the world and be the seeds that never stop growing. Thank you.
Thank you, Governing Board Member Bartning. I would now like to introduce Dr. Carla Fisher. Dr. Fisher is the provost of the Maricopa County Community College District. Dr. Fisher began her higher education in 2001 as an administrator at Salt Lake Community College. After working at the Center for Community College Student Engagement while completing her PhD at the University of Texas, she went on to serve as Vice President of Academic Affairs at Butler Community College from 2010 to 2016, serving as interim president from January to July 2013. Previously, Dr. Fisher was Chancellor of Arkansas State University, Beebe, an independently accredited and operationally separate multi-campus two-year institution in the Arkansas State University system. Dr. Fisher has taught in-campus, online, and blended learning environments since 1996. She also has been actively involved in the community college quality movement at the state and national levels. In 2015, she was named the National Council of Instructional Administrators Chief Academic Officer of the Year. This year, she was selected as a 2017-2018 Aspen Presidential Fellow. Please welcome Dr. Carla Fisher.
Well, good evening, and first, graduates, let me add my congratulations. This is truly a milestone achievement for you and your families, so well done. We are so proud of you. You know, I'm reminded of a quote from Gretchen Rubin. She's the author of The Happiness Project. She says, "The days are long, but the years are short." Now, I know for graduates, both the years and the days are very, very long. But for another group of individuals here today, the years with you were very short as they worked to prepare you for your challenges ahead. I know they're as proud as they can be of you, and they will certainly miss each and every one of you. Of course, I'm talking about our outstanding faculty. Faculty, will you please rise? Let's give them a big hand for everything they've done to help you with your success. Thank you, faculty. They are truly the best of the best. We're so proud to have them as well. You know, those of us who work in community colleges have the privilege every single year to watch our students walk at the stage at commencement to receive the degrees and certificates they've earned through many, many diligent hours of good old hard work. As they leave the stage, they are changed within themselves by the experiences they've had in college, and changed to the world around them because they are, in fact, and will forever be college graduates. Like you, I embarked on a really exciting journey this year. I was excited to join the Maricopa Community Colleges in December, mostly because it was built on two things. And those things are the only thing that I believe can change the world, and that's education and leadership. And today I see some great leaders here on the stage with me. But I see even more great leaders out in these chairs in front of me. Graduates, each and every one of you is a leader. What do I mean by that? Well, let's think about a horse race. The leading horse is the one at the very front, heading all the others to the finish line. Well, you've already proven that you can be the first to the finish line and that you can achieve above others. You are already the lead horses. But I want to challenge you to be an even more advanced kind of leader. So instead of a horse race, think about a dog sled race. The leading dog is the one in the front, sure, but he or she is setting the pace and pulling the others to peak performance. If you look up the word leadership in the dictionary, it's going to tell you it's a noun. Well, I'm here to tell you it's an action verb. To be a leader is to establish a vision, to think, and more importantly, to act in very creative and productive ways. To be a leader is to push forward with diligence, but mostly it's to support those around you who may be struggling, and to use your talents to the betterment of your colleagues, your friends, and your communities. Leadership is all about what's on the inside, the qualities and behaviors fixed in a mentality of selflessness and perseverance and resilience that ultimately lead to personal success and great positive impact to everyone around you. Graduates, truly you are the leaders of our collective futures. Whether you know exactly where you're heading, or maybe you're still exploring your options, no matter what your ultimate destination, I know there is much more to your leadership than meets the eye, and so much more that then can be put on a college application or a job application. To illustrate, let me tell you a quick story about Alexis, a student that I met last semester. Coming to college, she already knew that she was a leader. She was a high school honors graduate, but also a nationally certified Taekwondo instructor who had successfully competed at the national level. Knowing that, it won't surprise you in the least that when Lexi got to college, she didn't exactly sit in the library quietly. She threw herself into student leadership, peer tutoring, Phi Theta Kappa, setting a great pace and pulling others along with her to peak performance. That's a story many of you can relate to, I'm sure. High performance, top of her game. Let me tell you about another student, Elizabeth. A single mother at 19, Elizabeth worked full-time on the swing shift so she could go to college. When I met her, she was quiet, she was introverted, but she was committed to her higher education, just unsure of her path. Since she didn't have a solid major or a specific career goal, I asked her why she was working so hard to go to college. Most students need a very clear goal if they're going to persist. As it turned out, Elizabeth had a different kind of reason. She told me, I want to be a role model for my kids. If I can go to college, they can go too. And I want them to see that it's okay to explore until you find your path. So thinking about our definition of leadership, the qualities and behaviors fixed in a mentality of selflessness, perseverance, and resilience that ultimately lead to personal success and great positive impact for everyone around you. While Alexis, determined to succeed, more importantly, determined to share her success with others and pull them along. Alexis is a leader. Elizabeth, selfless for her children, she certainly demonstrates resilience and perseverance. Elizabeth is a leader. And while their stories and lives are very different, they are not so different from the leaders I see before me today. So no matter what your story, know in your heart, each and every one of you is a leader. In working with Alexis, Elizabeth, and so many other students, I have learned three things. Really, these are just behaviors of leaders. The first is to take care of yourself. I know that sounds pretty trite, but it's a crucial element of staying resilient. Stephen Covey calls it sharpening the saw. Sharpening the saw means preserving the greatest asset you have in life, and that is you. It means intentionally creating a balanced program for self-renewal. So whether you're pursuing further education or your first or better job, it's easy to work with so much zeal you forget to take care of yourself. I want you to continue to work hard, of course, but take the time to take care of yourself too, or you won't be much use to yourself or anyone else. Secondly, reach out to others. When we're struggling, we often feel alone. When we're succeeding, it's easy to forget what it means to struggle. Just knowing that you persevered when the going gets tough can help someone else find the courage they need to keep going. And finally, find your Zamperini. Yes, I said Zamperini. If you're looking for some inspiration, check out Unbroken. It's the New York Times bestseller by Lauren Hildebrand, and it's really an extraordinary story of Louis Zamperini. He's a World War II veteran who survived not only a plane crash, but a long and brutal imprisonment as a POW in the South Pacific. But when he came home, when he spoke extensively about his experiences, he also spoke about the unending power of forgiveness. One of my favorite sayings is, "Be kind, for everyone is fighting their own battle." When I'm fighting a battle, it helps me to think of Louis Zamperini. Nothing in my work, my life, my challenges ahead could even possibly compare. Well, if his story doesn't work for you, graduates, find your own Zamperini, someone or something that reminds you when the going gets tough that life is good. Graduates, it's nearly time for the spotlight to be turned on you. On behalf of all of us at the Maricopa Colleges, please know that it's been our honor to have you as our students. Collectively and individually, you've created another great chapter in our history, and having the opportunity to know and work with you has certainly enriched our lives. As you prepare to move on to new jobs, to further higher education, or to whatever your next chapter holds, take a minute to reflect on the pathway to this point in your lives and be very proud of what you've accomplished. And then, without missing a beat, look forward to set your next goals and think about these words from Henry David Thoreau. What you get by achieving your goals is not nearly as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Through your hard work, your perseverance, you've had the opportunity for a great education. So now I challenge you to use that gift in the service of others. Share your education and its benefits not only through your work, but through your leadership. with your families, your community, your school and civic organizations, your chosen churches and professional organizations, so that the benefits of the education you gained here at South Mountain Community College will be magnified. I'm confident that you will continue to find success however you define that for yourselves. And as you head into the world, please remember to come back and visit and share your stories with us. We can't wait to see how far you go. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Fisher. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the valedictorian. This year, South Mountain Community College selected Rodrigo Lopez Rodriguez. He and his family moved from Tonalá, Chiapas, the southern region of Mexico, to Arizona. Rodrigo watched his parents start from humble beginnings to now owning their own business. When Rodrigo isn't volunteering in the South Mountain Engineering Lab, he helps his parents write business contracts. We might need to hire him here as well. During this time at South Mountain Community College, Rodrigo was enrolled in honors program and is graduating today with the highest distinction. Yes, I think that's a good one there. To be named the valedictorian, a student must have a GPA of 3.9 or higher. Rodrigo has a 4.0 GPA. He is graduating today with his Associates of Science degree and completed 45 credit hours in the 100 and 200 levels in the past 3 years. Rodrigo plans to transfer to Arizona State University, where he will complete his degree in electrical engineering. Please help me welcome this year's valedictorian, Rodrigo Lopez Rodriguez.
Thank you, Vice President Chavez. Good evening. My name is Rodrigo Lopez Rodriguez, and I am honored to be your valedictorian this evening. I want to start by showing my appreciation and gratitude by thanking each and every one of you in the audience tonight, from friends and family to professors and students and graduates alike. Thank you. We, the graduating class of 2018, can hold our heads high in declaration of our accomplishments, our persistence, and our tenacity to overcome and challenge any and every obstacle that has held us down. Our story in this moment is that we are here accepting the title of graduates, and it is because of each of you being a part of this community that has kept us inspired and motivated to continue in our journeys. Did you know that juvenile male cougars often travel hundreds of miles before finding a suitable area that is unoccupied? Graduates, as fellow cougars, we have traveled together yet separately to reach our personal goals here at South Mountain Community College. My purpose is not to remind you of the obvious, but to remind you of the path that has led you here and the path that is yet to come. So I want you to look back at those times where you found yourself pummeled to the ground because of forces that were just out of your control, to the times where you just had to dig through the mud or take in the punches, or where you found yourself at the edge of a cliff without a means of escape or a plan that would let you know what your next step would be. Imagine a young cougar cub being backed up into the corner of that cliff. See, my story was just that. I would often find myself isolated from many groups, cliques, and niches, and my means of making friends or finding community was through the process of letting them belittle me or use me. For example, allowing them to copy my homework only for them to end up calling me names or to pick on me because I was the smallest one. During those times, there were alternatives that would soften the blows, such as drawing, music, and sports, all of which had allowed me to express myself positively in different ways to ultimately gain independent perspectives about who I am. But it was not enough to overshadow the constant bullying I had experienced. All of these forces got to a point where I was in the mindset of just quitting. Yeah, I was at that point. I just couldn't bear facing the very people who had bombarded me with the idea that I would never amount to anything, or told me that I was worthless. So tonight, I ask you this. How would you feel if that young cub were to jump off that cliff? Because you see, possibilities are worth taking flight and leaping towards your inner strengths. It wasn't until high school where that completely changed, where from the very first step I took into the robotics club, I envisioned a completely different future for myself. It offered me a multitude of doors from which I can choose to pursue, and this is where I fell in love with electrical engineering. I envisioned myself as part of a team or even running a team of my own in light of advancing human technology, to aid people in their everyday lives, whether it be through robotics or whether it be through security. Whatever path I decide to take, I know it's working towards creating a better future. The fact that all these graduates are here today, being able to say that we've made it, is proof that we are capable to go through our past 10, 50, 100 times over, because we've all developed visions that we're working towards achieving. And I greatly believe that every single one of us will make those visions a reality. I know this because South Mountain Community College has made it apparent that it is possible. This is where we've made great friends and where we've met great people, all of which who have encouraged us and supported us to pursue higher roles in academics. So Cougars, tonight, I want to remind you that despite our struggles, Cougars land on all fours every time. Thank you.
Thank you, Rodrigo. At this time, it is my pleasure to call on Faculty Senate President, Dr. Camille Newton, who will bring greetings and a message from the faculty.
Change. It's such a small word, given the impact that it can have. Tonight, we're here to celebrate the personal change that you have worked to make a reality. Your faculty are so proud of you, and we appreciate your hard work and the sacrifices that you have made to succeed as a college graduate. We are also full of hope for what your achievement means for tomorrow, because research shows that the change we celebrate tonight will positively affect your actions tomorrow and the next day and the next, from how you manage your finances to how you interact with your family, your friends, your colleagues, to how you volunteer and donate in your communities. And actions matter. Leo Tolstoy, the famous Russian novelist, argues that history is accurately considered to be an infinitely large number of infinitesimally small things that we all do or don't do every day. So Tolstoy argues that we individually create history every day, which means we individually change the future with every action that we take, small or grand. So, I have a question for all of you. Are you ready to change the world? Come on. I hope so, because tonight proves that you are off to a great start at changing the future. On behalf of your faculty, congratulations to our next set of change agents, the South Mountain Class of 2018. Bravo.
Thank you, Dr. Newton. Do you really, that's all the cheering you were going to do to change the world? Is there a little more than that? There you go. Thank you. I would now like to acknowledge the students graduating in the honors program, as well as the students graduating with distinction, high distinction, and highest distinction. Whew. Students graduating with distinction have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.699. Students that are graduating with high distinction have a cumulative grade point average from 3.7 to 3.899. Where's the math students in this one? And students graduating with the highest distinction have a cumulative grade point average from 3.9 to 4.0. Yes, fantastic. Students with the highest distinction will be receiving a commemorative medallion in addition to their diploma that signifies their outstanding accomplishments, academic accomplishments. I would like to take a moment to recognize all of our honors program graduates and students that are graduating with distinction, high distinction, and highest distinction by having them stand. Please stand. You may be seated. Congratulations for achieving such high marks in school. Dr. Ortega.
Hello, everyone, and bravo, academic excellence in the house. I have the wonderful opportunity, and I'm very thrilled to introduce the keynote speaker that was selected by our student leadership, Dr. Moreno. He is an assistant professor of psychology, the research director of La Esperanza Research Program, and the co-director of the Latino Mental Health Clinic at Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, Virginia. Dr. Moreno is a fellow of the American Psychological Association Minority Fellowship Program and a research fellow with the National Hispanic Science Network's Early Stage Career Mentoring for the National Institute of Drug Abuse Research Program. Broadly, his research and clinical interests involve understanding and addressing the mental health care disparities in the United States. These affect individuals from low-income and racial ethnic minority backgrounds, especially the Latina communities. Dr. Moreno also serves as a Latino mental health consultant for a local nonprofit organization that serves immigrant Latina youth who recently immigrated to Virginia. Dr. Moreno was born in Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico, and immigrated to Phoenix, Arizona at the age of 4. He's a first-generation high school graduate, first to attend college, and first to pursue a post-secondary education. Dr. Moreno currently resides with his wife, Virginia. Together, they are happily raising their 3-year-old daughter. It is my distinct honor to welcome, bienvenido, señor, Dr. Oswaldo Moreno.
Buenas noches. Let's try that again. Buenas noches. On March 1st, 2009, I received an unexpected phone call from a university in Boston accepting me to a PhD in clinical psychology program. My reaction? What? How could this be? Despite the fact that I intentionally applied to this program. On February 15, 2014, after successfully finishing a master's and doctorate degree, I received a surprising email from Harvard University accepting me to pursue my second master's degree. 2 weeks later, I received an email from Brown University accepting me to their postdoc program, but my reaction was, did they mess up? Most recently, On November 29, 2017, I received an unexpected phone call from South Mountain Community College calling to extend an invitation to be the graduate keynote speaker. My reaction, is this a hoax? However, as the conversation unfolded, I quickly realized it was real. But you see, as I reflect on my initial reactions to these academic milestones, I realized that the way I was socialized shaped these reactions. Why? Perhaps because individuals from minority backgrounds, like some of you and I today, we may be socialized to believe we will work hard, but at times, due to lack of resources, we may not make it all the way. I remember thinking at one time in my trajectory, how can I, a first-generation college Latino student who comes from a farm-working family in Arizona, be able to obtain these academic goals? I am sure in various settings, you yourself have been in the same shoes, seeing yourself incapable of getting to your milestone, seeing yourself unable to reach your college degree or obtain that ideal job, and for some, seeing yourself incompetent to reach that status quo you desire to be in. However, that way of thinking due to socialization should stop today. There is a common saying that says this: alto al pensamiento que no se puede. And like a good fighter once said, sí se puede. And for those that do not understand my Spanglish, it says this: stop thinking that you cannot do it. And like a good fighter once said, you can do it. So check this out. Whenever you feel unable to reach your next step in life, do yourself a favor, look yourself in the mirror, and tell yourself, alto al pensamiento que no se puede. And like a good fighter once said, sí se puede. Whenever you feel incapable of reaching your dream, do yourself a favor, look yourself in the mirror, and tell yourself, alto al pensamiento que no se puede. And like a good fighter once said, sí se puede. Whenever someone is putting you down because of mainstream socialization, do yourself a favor, look yourself in the mirror, and tell yourself, sí se puede. Sí se puede. You see, society may see we can't do it, but it's time to tell them, sí se puede. Policy may tell us we can't do it, but it's time to tell them, sí se puede. As I have obtained various degrees and have entered into academic spaces my parents have never entered, I have learned this important principle. It's not easy setting a new path, but it's rewarding to show the future generations it can be done. In this path, I learned that one of the greatest enemies is encompassed in one word, and that word is fear. Fear of failing, fear of not making it all the way, fear of being in debt, fear of having doors shut closed, fear of being criticized by others, fear this, fear that, fear this. Some folks in society want us to fear because when one fears, they focus on the fear and not on the inner potential. I'm here to tell someone, let go of the fear because we have potential. So today, I encourage you to stand with no fear. Stand with boldness. Don't let anyone stop you from your goal because of your fear. If you want to fear, then fear of being in the same place that you were yesterday. Fear of not growing. Fear of listening to the critic and not your potential. You see, Doors of opportunities will close. But if and when they close, then they won't close because of fear. This journey has taught me that when a door closes, we have three options. We force the door open, but that's not gonna go anywhere. They don't want us there. Or we sit and be driven by emotion. We will cry, we will be angry, but that is gonna be a wasted energy that can be used for proactive means. Or we can simply brush it off and seek other doors that await. I don't know about you, but I choose the third one. A closed door of opportunity does not determine a finished journey, just like a finished chapter does not determine the entire story. When a chapter of opportunity closes, you write the next chapter. Don't let anyone else finish your story. Don't let policy finish your chapter. When you are satisfied with the narrative, then you can say, the end. Yes, external forces may be against us at times, but we don't have to stop our educational stories unless we convince ourselves that it cannot be done. But I'm here to tell you, yes, it can. Yes, it will be hard. But hard is only hard when we define hard as unpleasant. Maybe the concept of hard won't be so hard if we see it as a growing opportunity. Maybe we will reach our destination if we stop focusing on the outcome, but rather focus on the growing process. So what does that mean in the large scheme of things? In times when negativity enters, we can think double positives. In times when we feel unappreciated, we can still appreciate back. In times when someone is provoking pain or hate, we can still love back. In times when we may lack resources, we can still give. In times when policies or actions make us take one step backwards, we can still take 2 steps forward. What am I trying to say here? It's time to focus on the sowing and not on the reaping. So, for those dreamers, you know who you are. For those dreamers that may be forced to take a step backwards, you continue to dream and take 2 steps forward. For those DACA students who may not know what tomorrow awaits, you continue to grow, for your undesirable today will only solidify your tomorrow. For those students that would like to pursue their education but are worried about their finances, don't give up and follow your dreams. The winds may be against you, but you keep on walking forward, because walking against winds will only make you stronger. I feel like preaching to someone today. For those that are ready to throw the towel, you don't throw the towel. The only purpose that the towel is for is to wipe that sweat, because you're walking forward. You see, I have learned that we are here today because of our past, and we are going somewhere because of our future. Our parents, and for some, our guardians and our mentors have taught us some of the most important values of life. For me, my father has taught me the most important values of life. You see, my dad has a 5th grade education, a campesino in Arizona. But my father, even with no education, taught me the most important things of life. My father, despite having Parkinson's disease today, is why I am here today. I stand here because of him and my mother. You see, even with this diagnosis, my father, along with this generation, they molded me. They solidified me, and they launched me. He may not remember today because of his diagnosis, but I am the living fruit of his legacy. So, as you are about to obtain one important degree that symbolizes hard work, resilience, and milestones towards the next generation or toward your next goal, I encourage you to also see this degree as a generational legacy. As you walk up this stage, remember that you represent your family's generation of hard work, your family's generation of determination, and for some, even oppression. You represent a legacy of go-getters and dreamers. For me, my degree represents my father's hard work in the fields of Arizona. My degree represents my mother's commitment to La Familia. For you, your degree will represent something else, but it has value to why you are here today. So, as you are about to receive this degree, why don't you take a moment, graduates, and why don't you stand up and you applaud your cheerleaders that are here today, the cheerleaders that cheered you on through this process. For many of you, they are here. Oh, come on, we can do that better. It's hard work of determination. Mama, papa, gracias. Thank you. This degree is not just your degree, but your family's degree. It's not what's at the first of the name, but the last name. For some of you, it's gonna be like my mother. I don't have my degrees in my office. I have my degrees in my parents' living room, because when they walk in, they are proud that someone is a graduate. We are here today because of our past, and we are going somewhere because of our future. We have to understand that we are here today because of our past, but most importantly, our future will be the fruit of our present. I ask that as you leave this celebration and this graduation, you reflect on how this degree will help build your tomorrow. It's time to make an impact the same way someone made an impact on you. For some, it may start in your own home, impacting your children, impacting your family, impacting your primos and your primas. For others, it may be to create a community impact or to be the voice of a generation that once was silenced and oppressed. So I pray that your degree that you are about to receive is not just for you, but to give you a platform where you can represent the voices from the past and mold the voices of the future. Most importantly, please note this. Degrees at times will give you privilege. I learned that. A privilege that our former generations did not have. Utilize this privilege to be the proactive voice of your community. Utilize this privilege to give you a platform where you can represent those former generations that did not have one. Utilize this privilege to let them know what you and your family are all about. Utilize this privilege to fight for the good and eliminate the bad. It will be hard. Let me say that again. It will be hard. External forces will at times try to put us down, but we will fight with grace. Michelle Obama once said, when they go low, We go high. Continue to focus on your value and your goals that you have here today. Focus on the voices and the generations that may be where you are today. And I leave you with this today. The verse that in my process as a first-generation Latino college student, the verse that at times held me up, it stood me strong, and it reminded me that tomorrow awaits. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11 says this, "For I know the plan I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Graduates of South Mountain Community College, let this degree be another academic door that closes, but it's not an outcome but a process. What do I mean by that? As you close this next chapter of your academic journey, do know that another awaits. Look at this as a process. Someone may say you cannot do it, but I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. Yes, we can, and yes, we will. Yes, you can. Yes, we can, and yes, we will. Thank you, and congratulations, graduating class of 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Moreno. So graduates, as you receive your diplomas on the stage today, you transform from student to graduate of South Mountain Community College. Exiting the stage today, you will be greeted by members of the Alumni Association who will bestow to you a pin to signify your new status. Can we get a close-up of this pin? Okay. We hope this Cougar pin will stay with you as you take your next steps to your education or career journey, so that you always remember that South Mountain Community College is with you on that journey. As the students come up the stage to receive recognition of their hard work and dedication, I'll ask Ms. Laurita Moore and Ms. Loida Gutierrez will please come forward. They will be calling the names of the graduates. Now I will ask Dr. Olson to please come to the podium.
Will the candidates for the following degrees and certificates please stand? Associate in Arts, Associate in Fine Arts, Associate in Arts in Elementary Education, Associate in Business, Associate in General Studies, Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, and all certificates. By the authority vested in me by the Maricopa Community College District Governing Board, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration at South Mountain Community College, it is with great honor that I present to you the members of the class of 2018 who are to be conferred with the certificates and degrees this evening. Please be seated. Candidates, please come forward. The first 26 students in line will be receiving the award of highest distinction, and they will be honored with a medallion with their diplomas tonight.
Nobody's tested the microphone. You're welcome to. Sounds good. That's cool, Singer. The first name is Rodrigo Lopez Rodriguez.
Gabriela Cota.
Lauren Castillo. I'm tempted to read the title.
Caitlin Peña.
Isabel Alcazar, Associate in Science with highest distinction.
Carmen Felix, Associate in Arts with highest distinction.
Alejandro Hernandez, Associate in Arts with highest distinction.
Elizabeth Martín Agustín, Associate in Arts with highest distinction.
Maritza Castañón, Associate in Arts with highest distinction.
Michael Brown, Associate in Arts with highest distinction.
Adria Harriet, Associate of Arts.
She said not to read the degrees.
Oh, who said that?
She said not to read. Carly Knight.
Jasmine Jorger.
Stephanie Castorena.
Cynthia Aguilar.
Patricia Hernández.
Eva Rodriguez.
Olivia Preciado.
Ariel Martinez.
Jordi Rios Ramirez. Yesenia Godoy.
He makes my sound good sense.
Oh.
Jazmín Gomez.
That's fine. Anthony Owens. Yeah.
Trina Sundust.
Oscar Lopez. Valdemar Arismendi Ayala. Sorry.
Kayla Moore.
Omar Puebla.
Alejandra Arana.
Celine Ani.
Fabiola Villegas.
Giselle Egby.
Jeanette Francis.
Elvira Carvajal Martínez.
Christopher Villagrana.
Janet Medina.
Adriana Pedraza.
Eileen Barba.
Tiffany Daniels. Okay. Or sometime that I want to hug.
Juliana Macías.
Jacqueline Trujillo.
Deborah Cebreros.
Anisa Cardona.
Fanta Nunley.
Myron Daniel.
Amairani Dominguez.
Alejandra Felix.
Amanda Brotherton.
Mackenzie Wilkins.
Vanessa Gonzalez. Philip Martinez.
Vanelli Neri.
I
know you wouldn't. She fought me to read your name.
Miss Erin Pepin.
Jesse Knox.
Lidia Acosta.
Ryan Bailey.
Ivy Cotton.
Kayla Clark.
Idalis Sermeno.
Desiree Rodriguez.
Haley Welch.
Lisa Young.
Jamila Rose.
Irma Villegas.
Samantha James.
Celeste Arbizu.
Claudia Vázquez.
Laura Garcia.
Olga Ramos.
Grecia Valenzuela.
Stephanie Rodriguez.
Dina Gonzalez.
Brittany Osborne.
Jacob Hernandez.
Salina Chavez.
Dominique Sano.
José Reyes.
Ángel Encinas.
Zenobia Chandler.
Deborah Hall.
Lila Estes.
Patricia Salas.
Josué León. Horacio Ordaz Jr.
Shadi Ali. Jasmine Lucero McKellany.
José Ruiz Romo.
Julio Reyes.
Steven Sabe.
Ricardo Rivera.
Raúl Roque.
Malaut. Chauncey Molado.
Atsiri Ortiz.
Brian McNulty.
Josué Briceño.
Desiree Molina.
Timothy Reagan.
Oh, he's recording.
Austin Lueck.
Jean-Marc Camanda.
Carlos Morones.
David Gonzalez.
Alex Flores.
Fred Sanchez.
Paul Torres.
Dulce Maldonado.
Tommy John.
Shade Denegali.
Salomón Carabeo.
Oscar Popoca.
George Lopez Jr.
Frank Warren.
Lisette Perez.
Lino Ibarra.
Chanel Lamas.
América Sandoval Nájera.
Kiara Angulo.
Savannah Stewart.
Brian Muldrow.
Brianna Daniels.
Brian Hubbard.
Mark Pacheco.
Itzamar Martinez.
Maria Gonzalez.
Ashley Adams.
Rahim Muhammad.
Corina Martinez Rodriguez.
Amanda Galindo.
Kristen Tuttle.
Lynetta Pierre.
Isabel Arambula.
Antonia Pond.
Sydney Goen.
Krista Daly.
Joanna Mamolina Licano.
Jocelyn Molina.
Carlos Felix.
Steven Martinez.
Aldo Skews.
Megan Jesenowski.
Emily Manhau.
Kerrigan Wall.
Winona Sherman.
Mayra Torres.
Azeb Burhani.
Terry Nguyen.
Celeste Macias.
Fiza Kazi.
Nancy El-Shawari.
Mariam Abul Nasser.
Sejud Azubdi.
Edwin Calixto Montes.
Ana Gomez.
Melissa Garza.
Shonda Byers.
Tara Kelly.
Tandalayo Murphy.
Catherine Cook.
Brandon Brady.
Michael Vega.
Alex Barasa.
Destiny Gonzalez.
Faith Torres.
Ho Choi.
Luis Cáceres.
Betsy Cabañas Rodríguez.
Deborah Dean.
Samantha Durazo.
Ana Ortiz.
Gabriela Cortés Ábalos.
Sergio Castillo.
Milalona Bordelon.
Mónica Villegas.
Janet Cota.
Samantha Binale.
Vanessa Mori.
Jacqueline Sumter.
Claudia Sánchez Granados.
Mónica Valdés.
Bernardino Lara III.
Kathy Lee.
Margie Rushing.
Katoya Lee.
Victoria Carrera.
Joy Tso.
Leslie Robles Felix.
Tonya Cipher.
Dawn Brown.
Delory Hand.
Brianna Berry.
Alma Vasquez Bedoya.
Ashley Grijalva.
Sara Quintero.
Cecia Cortés.
Denise Luna.
Marta Godoy.
Anel Avila.
Cintia Guevara Aguilar.
Aldo Robles.
Mahado Farah.
Sergio Mayorga.
Sarah Howard.
Paulina Sanchez.
Haley Robinson Royster.
Jade Glenn.
Frederice Daniels.
Amira Williams.
Rashayla Young.
Lovely Young.
Maricelia Dyer.
Gaetana Teshoman.
Bernice Sanchez.
Bruno Bernal.
Marianela Peterson.
María Cela Varela.
Mark Tranter.
Verónica Mendoza.
Cosette Joyner.
Edgar Álvarez.
Jesucita Varela.
Laura López.
Marta Martínez.
Susana Isono.
Samantha Salinas.
Cyril Ta.
Baridosia Newi.
Maritza Romero Trejo.
Oscar Jiménez.
Tatiana Ubillos.
Natnil Gourmet.
Bruce Holmes.
Ishrat Jahan.
Zanetta Howard.
Crystal Flores.
Carolina Giles.
Carol Finiestas.
Angel Chavez.
Sergio Chávez.
Fernando López.
Joseph Rubí.
Trey Callens.
Brijanne Hatter. Jose Delgado. Amber Mayers. Sergio Mejia. Adeline Plazival. Shaquan Dean. Kevin Craig. Kevin Puthavon. Markal Phillips. Michael Minelli. Brittany Tipton. Ashley Macias Davila. Viviana Herrera.
That's scary.
Amanda Velasquez.
Gabriel Garcia.
Anitra Parvis. Zainab Albeidi.
Francisco Álvarez.
Blanca Garcia.
Asa Sirjaldin.
Jorge Carillo.
Jeremy Crivello.
Randy Alvarez.
Tony Cruz.
Frank Verdugo.
Graduates, please stand. "2018 graduates of South Mountain Community College, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Shall we give them one more big grand round of applause? Congratulations. Please be seated. And now, I would like to invite Fabiola Villegas, Student Governance Chair, to say a few words to our graduates. Fabiola?
Thank you, Ms. Chavez. Good evening, everyone. My name is Fabiola Villegas. I'm your 2017-2018 Chair of Student Governance. I'm a first-generation Hispanic female graduate. These are what you would call my labels, but each and every one of my fellow classmates have different labels, such as African American, low income, single parents, just to name a few. Those labels do not define where our future will take us. We did not let society determine our future. Society labels my parents as immigrants. Both of my parents come from a small town named Camalotita, Nayarit, where life is completely different. Back in their small town, they have no running water. People do not make enough money to sleep in actual beds, so instead they buy cots. My parents decided to leave their humble beginnings to give our family a better future. Now they both are proud small business owners. Their labels did not define their success in a foreign country. Growing up, we did not live a luxurious life, but I know that my parents did everything they possibly could to give us what was necessary. My parents' only aspiration has been for their children to become successful. And I know that they're sitting in the audience, proud of not what I have accomplished, but also what they contributed into my accomplishments. I remember when I was in the 6th grade, and my mom owned her own ice cream truck. Right after school, I would jump in her truck, sell those ice creams in 100-degree weather, and I thank her for instilling a strong work ethic since I was 11 years old. Gracias, mamá y papá, por toda la fortaleza, amor y apoyo que me han dado. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all the strength, love, and support that you both have given me. I love you. Do not let society determine your future. If you have to work twice as hard as the person next to you, you do it. Take your future into your own hands and help others along the way. It would only feel much more rewarding. So to my fellow classmates, no matter what society labels you, do not let that determine your future. Instead, defy all the odds and exceed your own expectations. Thank you.
Thank you, Fabiola. We'll miss you. We'll miss you next year. Now let's applaud and congratulate our 2018 graduates. Now I have a special request of our graduates. Could you please help me thank all the staff, students, and community volunteers who made this evening a true celebration of your accomplishments. The employees of South Mountain Community College would like to thank everyone for coming and ask that you please remain in your seats until All the stage guests, graduates, and faculty have left the arena, and we want you to know that you can join your graduates on the grass across the arena and spend as much time as you like there with them. Congratulations, graduates. May you have a wonderful evening.